Trauth Research LLC, presents ZEUS X-Trust X1, developed by GeoFold AI, its deep tech venture. This product presentation demonstrates the current X1 architecture and its core protection mechanisms. ZEUS X-Trust X1 introduces a live-state security architecture designed to move authentication beyond the protection of static credentials. It combines instance-bound live-state authentication, autonomous attack detection, self-healing, self-defending and self-protecting security within one operational system. We begin with the creation of the protected neural instance. The demonstration was recorded at around 1.5 times speed to present the complete workflow within a reasonable timeframe. ZEUS X-Trust X1 begins with a simple human credential. The password can contain between 4 and 90 characters. But the password itself is only the starting point. At launch, X1 can either create a completely fresh neural instance or restore an existing one. There are also two fundamentally different security modes. Live state is designed for environments where security has priority over recovery. Nothing required to recreate the protected state is permanently retained. If the neural instance disappears, the protected state disappears with it. For environments where recovery is required, X1 can instead operate with stored neural weights. But stored weights alone are not enough to recreate valid access. The security state also depends on the enrolled instance, the password baseline, the neural baseline and the password-specific geometric map. These elements can be held separately. And even after a compromise, a completely new neural instance can be created around the same human password. The next step is baseline formation. The neural network is initialized and first allowed to settle. After the initial stabilization period, the password is injected repeatedly. X1 records the resulting neural response and forms both the network baseline and the password-specific baseline. Once initialization is complete, the new safety and security layer becomes active. Here X1 continuously monitors its own protection state. In this example, a 6-character password is coupled with 3 live amplitude components, producing an estimated current security space of approximately 2 to the power of 189. But this state is not static. And this is where X1 moves beyond authentication. To demonstrate the autonomous protection mechanisms under controlled conditions, X1 now initiates an automated attack sequence against the active neural instance. Self-healing. When an attack reaches the neural network, it creates a measurable change in the network response. The blue line represents the normal baseline. During an attack, X1 detects the deviation directly from its own neural state. When the attack ends, the system observes its recovery until the original baseline has been restored. Self-defending. Repeated hostile access attempts cause X1 to escalate through 4 defensive stages. At stage 1, foreign requests are slowed by a factor of 10. At stage 2 by a factor of 100. At stage 3 by a factor of 1000. The legitimate authenticated session remains unaffected. This changes the economics of an online brute force attack while keeping valid access operational. Self-protecting. At the same time, X1 can change the security state itself. An additional live amplitude is attached, expanding the internal authentication object by another 12 digits. As the attack level increases, the amplitude set begins to rotate through the available amplitude space. Under normal conditions, rotation occurs every 24 hours. Under increasing attack pressure, this is reduced to 6 hours, then 1 hour and finally 20 minutes. After the attack has ended and the network remains quiet, X1 returns to its normal protection rhythm. And as we can see here, the neural response eventually returns to its original baseline. The system has detected the attack, defended itself, changed its protection state and recovered. That is the central idea behind ZEUS X-Trust X1. Authentication is no longer only a comparison against a stored secret. The live system itself becomes part of the security boundary.
ZEUS X-Trust X1. for the only treasure that counts, your data.